big thing right now that you're promoting, Invincible the Musical. I mean, this is so exciting because you're bringing all your hits, all your songs that we love with Neil to the stage, but with Romeo and Juliet's story as the background. So let me ask you, Pat, what was the inspiration and what made you want to even tackle on a project like this?
Well, Spider and I, maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, were starting to think about doing a biographical musical. And the two of us together, we just one day decided, why don't we just join forces and call Bradley, right, Spy?
We thought about, putting our songs and showing and teaching our audience the truth behind our partnership and our beginnings. And that was the gist of what we started with. And then it just seemed to plug into Romeo and Juliet, and it just kind of told a story, and it kind of did.
Yeah, so we met up with Bradley and we just all clicked together and it just went from there, so it was great.
That is amazing. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's like, I honestly don't know what's more iconic, your music or Romeo and Juliet. Putting them together.
I think Shakespeare might be slightly more iconic.
Is it pretty cool for you now to put this out there for fans who have already maybe downloaded all your music, already seen you live? Now they get to see your music in a very different medium.
Yeah, I love it. I actually love it. Because I like to challenge the audience like I challenge myself. It's important to me.
The songs aren't just plugged in their original forms. These have been all reorchestrated, rearranged into theatrical pieces. So it's really been amazingly fun to do.
You recently announced that you're going to be hitting the road with Pink next year, which is so exciting. Honestly, how excited are you to hit the road with her?
Well, we've always really loved her, enjoyed everything. She's such a badass, you know what I mean? And she just does great. She has the great voice. I mean, amazing. But it'll be like, just crashing and burning. It'll be great.
Neil, is it kind of surreal to think that you'll be rocking on that guitar, playing the music, and then like a few minutes later, Pink will be like flying through the air, like
he's
doing
just can't believe that he's surrounded by females at all times. This is his.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I know she'll be flying all over the place. I personally like to be grounded, so I'll be watching it from the ground up.
We'll be waving.
I don't want to be getting in the air. I don't want to be getting underneath water. I want to be ground level.
Let me congratulate you, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me tell you something though. I remember I was talking to my parents about this, and my parents were like, this year they got inducted? They weren't inducted years ago. I mean, Pat, is it pretty surreal to say, hey, finally, like we got inducted into this thing, right?
No, it's just after the first couple of years when it doesn't happen, you just you don't care anymore. It's just like, whatever. It doesn't change anything. It's fabulous when it happens. It doesn't change anything when it doesn't. I was being a smart ass when I started my speech, and the first thing that I said was, I just want to say one thing before I start, that all is forgiven. And they cut it.
Are you serious?
They cut it. I'm like, oh, you guys. Yeah, so they totally cut it. Yeah.
We are seeing so many icons these days getting docuseries. I mean, we're seeing it with Freddie Mercury, Whitney Houston. There's so many. I know I would love to get a movie starring Pat and Neil. I want to know all the secrets, the backstory. Like, Pat, would that ever interest you to kind of do something like that one day?
I mean, we've been talking about it. We have somebody we're possibly going to be working with. We will. We'll probably do that next. That'll be the next thing. So yeah.
I want the reveal to be, oh my God, I had no idea, because nobody really has any true concept of our partnership from the very beginning.
We were doing the sound check, and I just looked at him and I said, did you ever think, on that day when we first looked at each other and said, let's do this, that we would be standing here today, just Cleveland, Ohio, Lindenhurst, New York, and here we are. We got every dividend you could have gotten out of making that first record, a family, each other, a success musically and everything. So, yeah, I mean, it was great.
I still think that the greatest accomplishment hasn't happened yet. Truthfully.
I'm tired.